Ons het die voorreg môre om te gesels met Lee Cole. Hy was nou al voorheen hier, julle sal hom herken en dis nogal lekker musiek wat die man maak. Verstaan jy? Ons praat spesifiek oor sy nuwe liedjie Headrush. Hy was voorheen hier met Blind. Good morning, Lee.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Lovely. It's great having you back.
Thanks for having me back. It's always a pleasure being here. It's amazing.
Great. So you were here previously for Blind. We
That's
had
right.
an interview. But what has happened since Blind? Before we get to Headrush,
Sure.
What has happened career-wise? Where have things gone?
A lot of shows, a lot of finishing of songs that I had in the pipeline, which is cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just good to be back releasing music. It's my happy place. So I'm so glad to finally be releasing more music now.
Nice.
What motivates you to keep going, to keep making new songs one after the other? You know, Blind was so successful. To come back to go, okay, I'm going to just release another one so soon after Blind. What motivates you to keep going?
I think it starts in the studio. I think when I'm writing music, creating something, I'm at my happiest. So every time I get to write something, it gives me a spark of happiness. And then when it gets released, I kind of just live on that hype until the next one. And it's just like, it's like a little sweet dangling in front of my face the whole time, you know, to keep me going. And I just love making music that connects and resonates with people. For me, that is why I do this in the first place. So, yeah.
What do you do when you're not making music?
I am a massive sports and gym junkie, so I love to be active. I live a very active lifestyle, and that's pretty much what I do. I'm big on family as well. We have a lot of family events back at my place. And in between the music, I just fill in the gaps with the little different pockets of happiness, you know. Yeah.
I have to tell you, I was very impressed to see your taste in sporting teams because I saw you in an Arsenal shirt, and that was the best thing I've seen on your social media.
Oh, thank
I was
you very much.
impressed with that. I just look at that. Can I just speak about that?
Yeah,
That's
I support a good team.
That's by far your best look yet.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad someone's recognised me for what I can be with the Arsenal
that's
team.
exactly.
But I'm totally the opposite now. Only soccer?
I recently this year took up 2 new sports that I've never tried.
Tell me.
And let me tell you, I've been sweating bullets.
Paddle, one of them.
Paddle, which is slightly addictive. I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
And boxing. Boxing's been crazy. I've played soccer and roller hockey my whole life, but boxing, fitness-wise, is the most intense I've ever experienced.
Yes, totally.
You.
And being a fitness junkie, that's great actually.
It's great. It's like another high that kind of fuels me. But it's just 30 minutes in, your shoulders are breaking and you're like walking around like a sloth, and it's ridiculous, man. You're like, you had no idea a sport could push you that far. So it's been interesting, you know, in sort of in that part of my life where it's like I'm taking on new things, and as you get older, you kind of like find new interests in your hobby. So it's cool. Yeah.
Listen, you spoke about family earlier, and with Headrush, there was a lovely clip of your family dancing to the song, and your dad, in particular, twerking. Can we just speak about this? How did you get your family to do this, to agree to doing this?
So I got home, and I said to my family, listen, because now on social media, you've got to promote your songs in a cool way. And I was like, I want to be as authentic as possible. I don't want to tell them what I want to do or what I want.
Yes.
And I said to him, guys, trust me, just sit down. So this is in my studio now, and I said to him, just sit down. I'm going to play the song, and Dad, don't ask questions. I just need you to twerk. And he looks at me, he's like, I'm game. Say less.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, cool. And I put the camera there, and I just sat down. I'm like, okay, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. And I got up, and my dad just turns around and he just starts... he starts giving me the sauce, and I was like, and people obviously really resonated with it. But that's my family; they're so supportive and generally good people, and I'm grateful for that. So
that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Listen, when you made a Headrush, there must have been some challenges, though. There must have been some things that took some guts.
Oh, 100%. The thing is, the kind of music that I write is very, because of my voice and kind of where my head is at. I kind of like to write more on the melancholy kind of thing, like sad, heartbreak, deep stuff, you know. And Headrush is not about that at all. Headrush is actually very light and very uplifting. But the problem is sometimes when you write stuff and when you produce stuff, and especially when you're the songwriter and the producer, it's all in your head, you can get really stuck on a specific project. Headrush in particular, there's 11 versions of the song.
Oh, so it became a bit of an obsession.
100%. And you start finding, like you start nitpicking and maybe overthinking certain details. And eventually, like version 7, my mom's like, Lee, for the love of God, just release something, bro. Just put something out, you know. And at some point, you've got to just release something. So with every song, it kind of gives you different challenges. And songwriting and production's like cooking in a way. Some things need to simmer a little bit. Some things are quick. Some things you need to like leave for like 3 days before you finally eat it, you know, and that's what it's about.
It sounds like you're a bit of a perfectionist as well.
I am.
Does that carry through to your personal life as well?
It does, it does. It can be a good thing and a bad thing sometimes, you know.
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
said, you can overthink something to the point, and other times what you have made is fine as it is, so, yeah.
What is the theme of Headrush? What do people want to take away from it?
I think Headrush, when you listen to it, my whole goal behind the song was it must be a light and must make you feel happy. That's kind of what I kind of wanted to bottle a little, you know, 25 mils of happiness. So when you listen to it, and even when you watch the music video, that's kind of what we wanted to do. We wanted to inspire some of, you know what, life can be this and life can be that, but life can also be beautiful and be great.
Yeah.
And the thing, in my opinion at least, that makes life worth living is having good people in your corner. And everyone's got that person that kind of makes you feel, wow, you've made my day a little bit better today. And that's what Headrush is about, you know, being with somebody that kind of gets you out of your head.
Now, the music video isn't released yet.
Yeah.
But we're going to have a sneak preview on this show.
Definitely.
This morning. Nowhere else it's been shown. It's actually releasing tomorrow.
Yes, midnight tonight, actually.
Yeah. So, but it was shot where? Tell us more about shooting the music video.
It was shot in Cape Town. So me and my team, Darren and Carl, shout out to them. I love them to bits. And they shoot all my videos. We've done so many projects together. And we've always wanted to shoot in Cape Town. But it can also be a little bit expensive. Yeah, this is a cheer. So we was like, you know what? Screw it. We're going to shoot in Cape Town this time. So we drove down in Darren's Mitsubishi, and all like little bags and all this camera gear. And we drove down. We booked a cool Airbnb, and we're like, we've got a cool little concept, and we're like, let's just shoot this, and let's just shoot the music video. So you'll see now as the music video starts, I get a text from Pookie. And Pookie,
who's Pookie?
So Pookie is like, in this day and age, like slang that the youngsters like to use, which is like your babe, you know, your significant other. So they call it like Pookie, you know. And she literally just says to me, have the best day. And I wake up and I literally go and have the best day. I do, like, you'll see now, I'm walking through Cape Town doing the coolest things. At the end of the day, I come back and I say to her, I type back and I'm like, it was okay. So this is what this is about, you know. Just about living life to the fullest and just experiencing sheer bliss.
That's
I think we nailed it. We did this in about 4 or 5 days, but it was fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was fun. Yeah.
Really, thank you so much for being here. It's nice. Headrush is a nice feel-good song. It's like that high that someone gives you, that your Pookie gives you. You know?
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to the music video. We're actually going to play the full-length video now after the ad break. But thank you so much for coming in this morning and doing it.
Thanks for having me.
Because I know you are actually sick as a dog, but you're not saying it. And that's very professional of you.
Thank you very much. You know, I would have sung, but it would have squeaked a bit too much for the audience. So we'll keep that for the next episode.
That's the way a pro does it. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, guys.